What is up? We are back in the junkyard. So, to tell you the truth, yesterday, sorry for the goofy hat, I've been instructed to wear more sun covering with a prescription I'm taking, antibiotic I'm taking. But I graduated yesterday. I just got more time now, and it's exciting. And so, beyond just a little family get-together that we had, and I had some friends there, which was nice, a nice surprise, I'm going to celebrate today by hitting up the junkyard and looking for stuff like this old Cabrio, Volkswagen Cabriolet, and I'll see what I can get off of this. And yeah, so thanks for joining. Let's see what happens today. All right, so the first car I'm here to check out is this old, I think it's 1985, 1987 Cabriolet. Two things I'm interested in. One is these gauges down here. The other is the actual gauge cluster. I find those hard to get out. I don't know if I want to mess with it today, honestly. I never want to break a part to get to a part. I don't like that. But I'm going to check these out, these little gauges, and see if that little gauge cluster is worth anything, and maybe I get that. So that those gauges were in pretty bad shape. In fact, one had a big crack in it, so I'm going to keep looking around. But one thing I stumbled across, was this. The Pontiac Sky, or is it Solstice? This is the Solstice. The Saturn was the Sky, apologies. You know, they didn't make these for super long, about a trip. They didn't make these for super long. You never see them. I thought it was a good looking car when they came out. And I don't know a lot about them, but I thought it was a good looking car. It looks like a 4-cylinder. I'm not sure if they were turboed or what. But you never see these things in here. And actually I just saw over there, I saw this old Fiat Spider. I thought it was really cool. You see some cool stuff. These have Bilsteins on them. Bilstein, however you want to say it. I guess that was a factory thing. This is neat. I've never got a chance to look at one up close. But yeah, pretty cool. You never know you're going to find the junkyard. And so get some exercise. You know, I've been talking about that recently. I lost just over 10 pounds in 3.5, 4 weeks. I'm feeling better. I'm going to 314 next. I just this out. Actually, that might be what I'm looking for. I'm feeling better. Just being active is wonderful. Get out there, get active. You know, just all right. So we are here with a Honda Pilot, second generation, I think is what it is, like 08 to 15. And this one has running boards. And I apologize, I'm currently laying down on a tire cover here. But my wife is very short, like 5 foot tall, and she's been wanting some running boards. And I finally found an actual Honda Pilot with running boards, like the actual Honda running boards. And I already checked. It's a 13 millimeter. It looks like we just got, oh, I could just do this, I guess. Looks like just a bolt here. There's 2 bolts, excuse me. So 2 bolts for the brackets, and there's 3 brackets. So should be pretty quick takeoff. And pick these up. I think they charge like $30, I think, or $35, $40. So if I can get some actual Honda ones for, you know, $80, $90 total, I'll be all right. You should be happy with me. Should be happy with getting out of her car and stuff. So let me get to work. So that was 12 minutes. Now the first 4 came out in 40 seconds. You know, it was nothing. The last 2, I had to switch from my impact to just a regular ratchet. And the one wasn't bad, but the other one you couldn't see. And then it started coming out kind of angled. So that's why at the end I was just wiggling around and it popped out. But one off. Now to see if we can get the other one off. Hopefully now knowing what it's like, I'll probably start the front one and do it first. I'm not having to try to hold up the thing on me, or off of me rather. So maybe quicker. We'll see. And I'll show you guys in a second what the underside looks like, that other mounting point. But this is the first 4 were just right there, easy to get. Not using extension or anything, just, you know, normal socket. Those last 2, those kind of sucked. But anyway, let's go get more. All right, the good news for me right now is that this side is in the shade, so it will be a little bit easier. No sun in my eyes. All right, front bracket. Here's the front bracket. There's one bolt there in the middle, and the other is up here. I'm hoping I get that, but it's up on the side there. Is it more like this? Sorry, maybe it's more like this. Sorry. So you should be able to see it now, I hope. But anyway, the other 2 again, two, really simple. I'm gonna start with these. This one I'm curious about because that stand is right there. So we'll see how that plays out for us. But anyway, pretty easy, kind of, I guess. Pretty easy. All right, so the other side was super easy. I think knowing what I was going into helped. I think starting with the front helped. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but the front came out way easier since I knew what I was doing. I worked my way back, and it was literally 2-3 minutes and I was done. So I'm actually going to leave these here for right now and go find a barrel, or not a barrel, a wheelbarrow, sorry. And that way I can haul these things around. But that's the big thing I came for today, was that. And so my wife will be happy, and well, that's good for me too, I guess, you know. All right. Oh man, this is cool. I found another old Toyota van here once before and got some pieces off of it. This one's a little bit different, more of a cargo van than the passenger van. And that's just cool. I mean, you never see this stuff, and so I get excited when I do see it. Speaking of things you never see, one thing's on my list. I think he's checking it out too. No, maybe not. I saw this from afar. It was on my list, and it's right across from it. It's been picked over pretty good, but old 3000 GT. This is a 94, I think is what the thing said. Yeah, this is a 1994 3000 GT. Tail lights are in good shape. Looks like tail lights are in good shape. I've got some stuff already that I can't get rid of yet, so I have no desire to buy more 3000 GT stuff right now, unless it was something just really cool. Headlights sell really quickly if you can get them. But you know, this was one of those cars that way ahead of its time in the 90s, and it's cool to see them here. Now, speaking of things you don't see in a junkyard, and I've yet to see one until today, that I can recall. This is a 70s, early 80s, 1981 Toyota Celica. You guys know I'm a Toyota guy, 4 currently, and I'd love to add more if I could. That was a lie. But yeah, an old Celica. Now this one is rough. I mean, this is bad. This is not even something I would want to tell people about to come check out, because I'm not sure that you can get much off of this. That's got the old Celica Supra symbol on it, but I mean, it's just trashed. This thing is rough, guys. But that said, it's cool to find. I mean, this is cool to find in a junkyard. A lot of rust. But yeah, this is awesome. I kind of want those tail lights, but also want to go home. Hey, leave those for somebody else. You can see where they had the logo was in the glass here. That sucks, man. Like, it's locked. That sucks to see something so cool in such bad shape. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. This is one of the first Celicas they made. Yeah, it's awesome. It's good looking. 1985 Volkswagen Golf. One of the first hot hatches. Now this one, you can see the roof has been crushed in, but on that, body's not bad. Well, yeah, I mean, body's not bad. Oh, that door's not opening either. Seats actually in pretty good shape. They've been recovered. That'd be a cheap upgrade for somebody that, you know, they're if you're looking for black and red, I guess, but they're in good shape. Dash has been taken out, or the gauge clutch has been taken out. I mentioned gauges earlier that are down there. They're not there, but yeah, again, one of those things you don't see hardly ever in a junkyard, and very cool. I mean, really cool, I think. Yep, good job, buddy. All right, guys, last car I want to check out. Do you guys know? Toyota, early 90s. Looks kind of like an old Camry or something, a bit off. Big difference is this here. And I can't tell you, 7MGE. This is old Toyota Cressida. These things were rear-wheel drive. These were very quite sporty for their time, for being a big sedan. And there's a couple different generations, but they are rear-wheel drive, sorry. And they were kind of a luxury car of their time. And I've looked at a couple in the past. They're very plush inside. They're very nice. I mean, they really made these as a luxury car of that time. Toyota Cressida. Very cool. Nothing for me here, I don't think. But I did want to check this out before I left today. So didn't get much. No steering wheels, you know, that's my big thing. But I did get the piece for my wife, so I call that a win. I got some steps. I saw some cool cars, some things that you never really see around. Yeah, today's a win. Y'all take care, take opportunities, enjoy everything.